Hey everybody, I'm Christine.
And I'm Tatiana.
And we have a Blissfully Raw Life, where we celebrate life and love, raw fruit and vegetables, physical activity, and nature. Life is an adventure. Raw fruit and vegetables bring harmony to our life. Physical activity gives us joy and vitality, and nature makes us whole. Welcome to Blissfully Raw.
We're here at the Raw Living Expo, and we've been enjoying all the various talks and meeting all these amazing people. One of the people we've met is with Lightheart, and so we just wanted to introduce you guys to him and let him tell us a little bit about his story. So let us know, how did you get into raw food, and how's your journey been going?
Yeah, it's a little bit unusual than some of the other folks. A lot of people get introduced to the community from illness or sickness or a challenge in life. For me, it was about performance. I was the three-time Canadian natural bodybuilding champion of Canada, and I went to my first Mr. Universe contest, and I was doing it on a primarily plant-based diet, but I didn't quite get it right. And I did the contest and it was great, but I gained 42 pounds of fat and water after that contest, and I wanted to find out more about it. So then I went to a raw food diet and started learning about enzymes and probiotics and amino acids and their interrelation and live versus cooked and that sort of stuff. And then I retired from the sport and spent about 4 years optimizing high performance training systems based on a plant-based and mostly raw or 100% raw diet, depending on the needs or the transitionary period of those clients. And then I ended up making a comeback about 3.5 years later and was able to compress my training time, which was normally 6 to 8 months for preparation for a show, down to around a month.
Wow.
And so my capacity to recover, my capacity to rebuild my body, my capacity to train had all improved significantly, even though I was older and even though I had been retired for a long period of time. Now, I learned a lot on the way. There were some things that I did wrong or not as optimally, and then there's some things that I learned and did right, and then there's some things that we've developed to take that even further. And now I just kind of take my message out there to the world that you can build and maintain and optimize a highly muscular physique or an athletic physique. But the first thing is to recognize that fitness and health are two different things. In today's athlete, although they're bigger, faster, stronger, better trained, and better conditioned than any athletes in the history of the sport, they're breaking down more. They're not healthy. So they're fit, they're not healthy. Fitness is a component of health, but it's not the whole thing. So what we do is we build people from the inside out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. And so what are you doing now? Like you're here doing,
Right.
selling some stuff, and you did a talk as well.
Yeah, we did a number of talks and workshops on different topics. I mean, our general mainstream, I'm a philosophy-oriented guy first. In other words, I don't randomly shotgun product without some sort of system. And I encourage everybody out there to find the person that they resonate with, somebody that's producing a result that you want to achieve yourself, and learn from them.
Okay.
So there's no sense of going to someone who's into a detox diet if you want to be a powerlifter. There may be some things you can learn about the detox diet that'll help you, but find a powerlifter that's done it first and see which processes she or he used in order that. Same thing if you're a runner or that, and learn from someone who's done it and taking different components of this lifestyle and putting it in. We do that. My co-author of this book is Katrine Volinsky. So myself and her put together called Staying Alive in a Toxic World, Understanding Our Physical Environment, but more importantly, what do you do in a step-by-step process? And that's where we created the Awesome Health System. I know you have a black belt in Awesome, which is pretty impressive, because the Awesome Health System we have is an acronym for air, water, exercise, sunlight, optimizers, mental beliefs and attitudes, education, testing, coaching. So, yeah, exactly, you got it. So by understanding those principles, you can prioritize where you're putting your time, energy, and resources when you want to improve your health, improve your vitality, or improve your performance.
Okay.
And then from there, once you understand that equation, because air, water, and exercise are not negotiable. They're not negotiable. If you want to be healthy, you want to be vibrant, you've got to get a regular breathing practice. You need to have the best possible quality of water that you can have, and you need to move every single day, physically. And there's a whole lot of reasons why that is, but I won't get on with the details. And then from there, once you have all that stuff, one of the things that I'm known for and why I was speaking here today is because people are like, wait, where do you get your protein on a raw food diet?
Exactly.
How do you build muscle tissue?
Number one question.
And there's a lot of people inside the community who aren't really interested in building muscle, or that's not their thing, or into yoga or this or that. But I was. And I said, I'm not doing this if I can't have muscles, because that's what I'm into.
Right.
But some people are into drag cars. That's fine too. I'm into muscles. And so I had to discover a way to make that transition, and a way to optimize, and a way to take people who were having trouble gaining weight, or skinny people like myself, I'm a classic ectomorph, how they were able to build their tissues and really transform their genotype. And we were able to do it, and we developed a couple of products to help support that, which is our Masszymes, which is a protease-based enzyme. Most enzymes out on the market aren't focused on protease, and that's your ability to assimilate, digest, and utilize amino acids in the body. And then we created Protein Breakthrough. And Protein Breakthrough it's our organic hemp protein. The only thing is we've managed to make it taste like chocolate cake.
Yeah, who doesn't love chocolate
And so
cake?
for a lot of people, when they're making the transition, and hemp is such an amazing plant. I mean, it's got all 22 amino acids. It's got your essential fatty acids in perfect ratio. It's got all the fiber you could imagine.
Yeah, for clothes.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful, beautiful product. The taste is fairly strong for most people when they first start doing hemp. And we give away free recipes on how to mix it in a great way. But then we also created a ready-to-go one that tastes like chocolate cake. And people eat this, and then they start, after a couple of shakes, they notice a difference in their body, and they're like, okay, now I'm excited that this kind of lifestyle and diet can taste good. You don't have to give up as many things as you think. And the things that you give up, you'll replace them with things that not only taste better, but are better for you. And
make you feel better.
Because I believe that health should be an increase of options, not a decrease. And so I don't feel that I've lost anything, because I don't crave to go out and do these other things. I don't want to do those. If I did, I would just go do it. But I don't. And so as you nutrify your body over time, as you engage yourself in this lifestyle or this way of living, what happens is your awareness about how food affects you goes up significantly.
Absolutely.
And things just shift all on their own. So you don't have to come from restriction. I just say, just keep nutrifying yourself. Keep doing the good things. Keep doing the good things. And the bad things will fall away on their own. You don't have to restrict yourself. You don't have to diet. You don't have to do all that stuff.
One thing that I thought of when I first started going high raw was, I'm going to be limited to just eating, celery sticks and lettuce and watermelon and oranges. That's kind of boring. But it's not boring at all, because it's actually, the more you get into it, the more, wow, it's a big world.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've definitely found, like, the more you do, the more you increase the high raw. It's the other stuff, you do start with all those cravings, and you're like, I really want a cheeseburger, or I could just go for some fries or some chips. But after a while, you stop caring about that, and you look at it now. I know I think about that stuff now, and I'm like, oh God, no, I can't do that. That's totally gross. But yeah,
just because it doesn't make you feel good after you eat that, and right away you just don't feel good.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people out there have never had a comparison. So once you've had a taste of what it's really to be in your body, to be vibrant, to be nutrified, anything less becomes unacceptable after a period of time. And that's a general awareness that evolves on its own as you engage in the process. So there's no great mystery. There's no great
stuff. It just happens.
It just happens, and your body does all the magic.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, that was awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Can you show these one more time?
Oh, yeah. So we got Staying Alive in a Toxic World. It's kind of how to get started in today's world. We've got proteinbreakthrough.com. And if you go to one of our sites here, proteinbreakthrough.com/recipes. We give away all kinds of free recipes that you can get. Take all these different products.
And this is my personal favorite. Because I express to all of you that enzymes are super important.
Totally.
I think everybody needs enzymes, and even your pets need enzymes. So if you have a dog who has gas and stinky farts, give them some enzymes.
Totally.
Yeah.
And mathscience.com /free training program. I actually give away my entire bodybuilding system. It's like 5 DVDs, a giant book, an exercise manual, and a raw food meal plan that was put together by Katrina, our co-author.
Excellent.
Although, what other kinds of foods you eat, how do you train, all that sort of stuff, for anybody who wants it. For free.
Donate. I'm thinking
For
of you
free.
here.
For free. So how can you make a transition into maintaining your physical ideas, your aesthetic ideas? We give away the program. You can join it and have fun. We do webinars once a month, and you can join us on that. And
Excellent.
it's all at no charge.
And you do coaching and mentoring?
I do personal coaching and mentoring, so if people want to get a hold of me, just go to Lightheart.com.
And where are you based out of?
Well, most of my suitcase, because I travel around a lot, but my home base is split between Vancouver and Panama City.
Ah,
Excellent.
our
Awesome.
Canadian connection.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's show everybody our muscles.
There we go. There we go.
You've got nothing on it.
That's great.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and we'll post links to all of his websites below.
Hey, thanks for having me here. I really
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much. Thank you.
Thank you.